So we have got an entire training session on collaborating with a dispersed team. Karishma collaborated with Startup Canada, and we worked out a lot of interesting training decks in terms of getting various members across different locations within Canada, within US, UK, as well as with a lot of back offices in other parts of the world, to kind of communicate and connect. So the first step is in terms of understanding any internal or external client and having the kind of a language that can differentiate somebody in terms of what are the kind of collaboration skills. Are they good for virtual collaboration? Are they good for remote collaboration? Are they good for in-person collaboration? So it's always good that if you have customer service agents or phone agents who are attending to client calls, it's always good to start with, I'm glad to assist you today, may I please ask with whom am I speaking? And then thank you, client name, do you mind sharing your occupation? Then asking specific questions in terms of have you used any of our services before, and then moving on to how may I assist you today. So it's always good that in the first 10 seconds, when somebody is connecting, it is always good to say the name and then politely ask the name of the client or the internal staff member, their occupation, and then focus in terms of client requirement, time, phone number, home, mobile, work, email, and all the details. And always it's nice to be appreciative. So for any person who's starting out afresh and they're developing their language, it's good to kind of say that when is it, sometimes if they're not like interested to kind of share a lot of details, I'll get back to you with more information within the next 2 hours, or 3 business days or 5 weeks. And always good to kind of say when is a good time to reach you. So again, phone messaging is something which is a way to kind of communicate with two people, and is about checking in on specifics, and also getting all the coordinate and details right, and always having an accessible form where one can just sort of enter those details. So I think collaborating with a dispersed team works really well if there is a good sort of an ability to take and understand like messages, notes, and be able to kind of listen in and come back with specifics based on all the details. So honestly, what you put into a collaboration is what you get. If you are able to put in like 50 good things into a collaboration, you get like 100 results. So it is always about collaborating with the right tone and spirit, and sometimes the information has to be given in a way which helps in future relations, and it helps in building bridges. So I think the biggest way to collaborate is to have the right kind of tools, job aids, that can help a person in connecting with not just people who are dispersed geographically, but also people who are dispersed or diverse in terms of their language. And I think sometimes when people are diverse in terms of their language, and sometimes they take like a lot of time to understand, it's always good to start with understanding that if a client comes into you, how are you dealing with them, and what are you talking about, and what are the kind of things that you probably need to understand from them. So it's always good that there is a sample client information sheet that is there, and a person is able to take it, and a person is able to get all the specifics and the details in place for sample client information. And if somebody has basically said that they're not interested in sharing their phone number, it is always good to say that in case you what is a good preferred method of contact. Always good to understand if they what are their work details, their specific city, and also sometimes additional information helps a lot. So if somebody is dealing with veterans, or if somebody is dealing in with a retired community who is based in, say, geographically dispersed area like India, they are just in a geographically dispersed area from in another part of the world, or if a person is dealing with another agency, it is always good to look at specific information in terms of their details, and then the way to end the call is that you can reach us on this phone number, and we are available from this date to this date, all 7 days of the week. I'll be in touch with you soon. Thanks again for your call, and have a wonderful day. Always good to collaborate with a dispersed team and have like a specific flow and a structure, and also be able to kind of look at focusing on having the right kind of job aids and tools to collaborate. So we have a complete detailed a structure, and I definitely recommend one tool, Evernote is good. Todoist is good. Todoist is again a great tool. The other great tool in terms of getting social media in one place is basically focusing on a calendar that integrates various social media and the websites and the accounts, and working on that. That is, and we have like a complete 40 minutes and an hour deck, but it all begins with having the right set of language and having the right ability to communicate. And the collaboration begins with saying things in the right language and the right and using the right job aids. So thank you so much, and we will be telling you about. You can always visit our company to understand about the training deck and job tools that are specifically needed in your first 100 days as a startup or an entrepreneur or on your job to kind of get on speed. So collaboration with the dispersed team is, again, it's not just about the information technology and the software that one is using, but it's also about having the right language and having the right kind of a sense of spirit to kind of deal and collaborate with internal and external members. Thank you so much for listening.